and say hello. Everyone, tonight you are going to be hearing from the awesome Christina Garcia. And I really wanted to get her to speak tonight because Christina is someone that came into Beachbody, and she just right from the get-go was like guns blazing. I'm all in. Quit her job 2 weeks after she joined. And I was like, oh my God, this girl's going to be a rock star and I don't even know how to coach her. And like, this was very early on in my business. But you know what? Right from the beginning, her enthusiasm was there. And that the will to learn was there. And I think that is the reason why she's been successful, because she did not come in. I want you guys to scroll back when we get off of this call. Scroll back on her news feed like 4 months ago, 3.5 months ago, and see where her posts started. Because where she started to where she is now is not the same coach. And it's amazing, because that's what it's all about, guys, is when you are taking advantage of the opportunities with trainings and with advice that your coaches are giving you and your peers are giving you, and you're taking that information and running with it and applying it, your business is going to change. She is a testament of this, because 30 days into her journey as a Beachbody coach, she ranked advanced to Emerald. 60 days, she was Ruby, and 3.5 months, as of 2 weeks ago, last week, I don't know what it is officially, she was a Diamond coach. So, guys, it does not necessarily take long. If you set goals for yourself and you are willing to achieve them and put the work in to learn how to effectively lead, you guys can totally do this. So she's going to kind of guide us through everything that she has to offer us tonight, but I really wanted her to focus on the topic of, what it was for her that allowed her business to grow in terms of her being coachable. That is such an important element, and I know it's been integral in her journey, so I'm excited for you guys to hear from her. And yeah, Christina, if you could just let us know how you, how being coachable has affected your business, and how you've been able to pass that along to your coaches as well.
Okay, well, first of all, hi, I'm Christina. I'm a really big introvert, so please bear with me. I mean, I know it doesn't look like it because I talk a lot, but I'm a big introvert. So part of my journey, I guess, was just me trying to take all of that out and just listening to what my coach was telling me. And that's why I'm really thankful I have Courtney. But I'm just going to dive right in, and I kind of made a list here so I don't get distracted. But I have little tidbits and tips that I want to focus on. And the number one tip I think that I can give you is to be open. So I kind of joined without knowing what the heck coaching was about. I mean, I've done the programs before in the past, but I had no clue what it was. So I was trying to do my own thing. And being open means allowing yourself to take constructive criticism and not take anything to the heart. So let's say Courtney would come up to me and be like, I like it, but I think you should maybe do this, or maybe say how you feel on a post, for example. I didn't say, oh, she's attacking me, she hates me, I'm a failure. No, I went back. My next post, I left the post how it was. My next post, I took the advice that she gave me. I applied it. It's not when we as coaches go, I know when you're new, you have someone above you trying to teach you and, show you the ropes. We're not trying to hurt you or hurt your feelings. That's the least of what we want to do. If you're obviously on this team because we like you and we wanted you to be a part of the opportunity with us, or else we would have never invited you. So don't ever think that we're picking on you or anything. It's because we want you to grow and we see the potential in you. So don't take it to heart. I know sometimes it can seem like you're being attacked, but it's not. It's really just trying to get you to let go. So that's the number one thing. Don't take it to the heart. The second thing is about being brave. So a lot of what the interaction between me and Courtney involved was me telling her what I'm doing and being truthful about it. So I kind of told her how I'm approaching people, how I invite people, and being vulnerable enough, to share it and to tell, your coach what you're doing. It's not for them to make fun of you or, oh, you're doing this, this, this. It's just so they can see exactly what you're doing, because sometimes we can see what you're posting, but we can't see your invites, or she can't see my personal invites unless I tell her about them. So yeah, I can tell her, yeah, I'm consistent. I've been doing everything, but without me showing her what I'm doing and being brave enough to tell her exactly what I'm doing, she would never know. So that's another thing. You have to be willing to share what you are doing so that we can pinpoint where to help you or where she can help me. Let's see. With that, it's also about being brave. And I know some of you are in challenge groups right now to rank advanced to emerald or whatever groups you're in to get further in your training. A lot of it's hard. I remember my first emerald group, I was like, whoa, slow down, lady. I'm not going to post this. I can't do it. Everyone's going to make fun of me. No, that's what being coachable is all about. Going into something, allowing the coach to tell you what to do, and then you apply it. This is part of the commitment point that I want to address. You have to commit. So if you're telling her, I want this, 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 and this. I want to be an emerald. I want this. So what that's telling me, if you're telling me that, is, okay, so let me put some training together so that I can coach you, so I can teach you. So my team all knows this because I say this quote, 3 times a day. It's my favorite. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make the horse drink. So we can give you all the tools that you need, but unless you apply them, it's not doing you any good. So you can listen, you can look at them, but you have to actually take it in. Being coachable is being able to take direction. When I started, like I said, I did not know what the heck I was doing. I just knew I was a coach. I was getting a discount. I could help people. I just didn't know how. So anytime I had a question, I asked. Was number one. I wasn't shy about not knowing. I wasn't embarrassed that I wasn't, at the top, or I had no clue where I was going. I was just doing what I was told. Another thing that really helps about coachability is having a success partner. I don't know if you've had one, but a success partner is someone who's going at pretty much the same pace as you and wants the same things as you, same time frame, same goals. That way you can push each other and help each other out. So Mackenzie, I don't know if you guys know, well, you probably do, is my success partner. I love her to death because without her, I don't know where I'd be. But we have different strengths. And Courtney, of course, is our coach. So she gives us the tools. I have to apply it to myself, and Mackenzie has to apply it. But if I have a question, the first thing, I don't go to Courtney right away. I try to find the answer. If I don't find it, I go to Mackenzie, and we kind of brainstorm. And then if I still don't know what I'm doing, then I'll go to Courtney. And that kind of helps because, yes, Courtney's coaching me, but in those little sessions, I'm also learning from Mackenzie. So being coachable, you have to be open. You can learn from anyone. I'm learning from my own coaches who are newer. Daniela's a rock star. Jenny's another one. Like, all of my coaches are really good, and I'm really lucky to have them. But you just really have to stay open, keep a open mind. Don't take anything to heart. Like I said, you have to commit and you have to be brave. You have to be present. So in a training or right when you sign on, you should have gotten an email or a link to do some training. Be present. That's like number one. Be present. Don't just be there just to do it. Actually, take it in, learn from it, take notes, reference back to it. That's something that really helped me a lot because, you can tell someone what to do, but if you don't take action and apply it, there's a disconnect. There's nothing there. If you just copy and pasting the script and posting it, people can read that. I try to make my posts really authentic to who I am. And it comes off because a lot of people are like, oh, I can tell how goofy you are because I am. I'm a little crazy sometimes, but you want that. You want, you know, you don't want to be a carbon copy of your coach is what I'm trying to say. Yes, they're your coach. They're giving you the tools. But being coachable means being able to take what they're giving you, applying it, tweak it here and there so that you can grow and move forward, so you can learn. You have to be willing to learn. I'm someone who goes into any training group I can. I'm obviously hit diamond the end of September, and I still go to some of the Emerald groups if I know someone high up is doing them, just because I want to learn. And being coachable is about wanting to learn, learning and doing everything. You can't just, you know, take everything from your coach. You have to give a little too. You have to meet them halfway. So let's say your focus is you really want to get, you know, to build your team. You don't want to build as many discount coaches, but actually get business builders. Then you have to let your coach know, this is what I'm, you know, working towards. How can I do it? How can I do this? Do you have any advice? Then your coach is going to tell you, well, you know, whatever she tells you, or he, because Cristiano's the guy, whatever they tell you, and you apply it. Don't just, you know, in one ear out the other. Apply it to your post. Make sure you apply what you learn. You know, you can't. I mean, I'm not going to ask Courtney, let me, I'm struggling with this. I have no clue. I don't know. I don't know how to run a challenge group. Why am I going to have her help me do a challenge group if that's one of the first things, you know, I know how to do a challenge group. I'm not just talking to her just so it looks like I'm being active. I'm going to ask her, Courtney, how do I get customers or something that I need to work on? And then I'm going to take her advice, even though I don't hate challenge groups, but I've been growing not as fond of them lately. So I asked her for advice recently, and she's like, well, I think you should invite more to people who, you know, gear your posts more towards people who want to get fit, who want, you know, to change their lives, because I'm missing that whole pool of people, because for some reason I just attract coaches. So I used what she taught me, and I constructed like 3 posts, and I did them each different, you know, one I did on Wednesday, one I did on Thursday, one I did on Friday. And guess what? I had 3 different customers contact me like, what are you doing? I need to lose weight. It's that easy. Being coachable is taking what they tell you, applying it, and keep on applying it. Don't just apply it and give it up. Keep doing it. Keep being consistent with it. And then the results come. I mean, it's not always you do it at night, you wake up and, ooh, you have SC12 or whatever. It's not like that. I wish, but it's not like that. It really is that easy. Another thing that I think really helps with being coachable is tracking. Tracking. So, like I said, take notes of what your coach is telling you, or anyone. If you're watching a video, you could be coachable by watching a video on YouTube, because you're just taking what you're learning and applying it. Remember, it's all about being open to learning. Sorry about that. So track everything, because if you don't track it, then you don't know what you're doing and where you're struggling. And then when your coach wants to talk to you, they're going to ask you, okay, can I see your tracker? Or can I see what you're doing? And you're like, well, I don't know. I think I did this and I think I did. Then we can't help you. So you need to be willing to learn. Like I said, you need to be willing to take, but you have to give. So always remember there's, 50 give, 50 take, and then you have results. And then the tracking thing is also good, because later on when you start building your team, you're going to want to be able to duplicate everything, and you're going to be coaching. So you're going to want your team to learn and just, take everything in and apply it. Because I have a lot of people who like to hear what I say, but they go off and do their own thing, and the results don't come because they heard me, they listened to me, but they don't apply it. And I'm not just talking about Beachbody. I'm just talking about all aspects of life. And this works with everything in life. If you want to be an Olympic sprinter, you go to an Olympic sprinter, ask them for advice, and don't just watch there sitting there. If they tell you train, you're going to have to train. So another part that kind of goes with that is don't ever be scared to tell your coach, slow down, that I need to slow down. Because, yeah, I might be someone who likes to go, 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 just because I quit my job, guys. I need to go, 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 go. I need it. I mean, I still have bills. The job ended, my bills didn't, although I wish. But no. So make sure to tell your coach. Be honest. Be upfront. That's why I said in the beginning, be brave with your goals. Yes, we do want you guys to succeed because we see it in you. But if you don't tell us that you want to take it slow, we will never know. So we could be giving you all this information and you're taking it in, but not really, because you really don't have the same goals in mind. So you have to be clear. And again, that goes with the bravery part of it. It can't be a one-way conversation. You have to talk and you have to communicate. So in order to learn, we need to know what you want to learn, basically. I can't be training you to be, I don't know, 15-star diamond. One day I'll be training someone for that, but a 15-star diamond if all you ever wanted was to pay your Shakeology off. That wouldn't make sense because I'd be telling you and you wouldn't really care. You'd be like, oh, okay, that's cool. That's great for you. Awesome. Keep doing that. Thank you. Yeah, I'll do it. But you turn around, walk away, and this girl's crazy. She thinks, you know, everyone wants something different. So all I'm trying to say is, be honest. I mean, it doesn't hurt my feelings if someone says that's all they want, because that's all they want. And I know I don't hurt Courtney's feelings by telling her, I just want to go. I just want to go. She's learning. I'm learning. Everyone learns together. And the only way to do it is if you communicate. So that's important. And I know this is really short, but I told you guys I'm really shy. But yeah, I guess if Courtney, you want to ask me anything before we go off to regular questions?
Yeah. That was awesome, Christina. Thank you. Because I really do think it's so important to hear the perspective of someone who is newer, who was coming at this with zero, knowledge of what she was getting herself into. Because I think that's where most people come at this from. And I was the same, but sometimes when it's your coach, you kind of hold them on this like, wow, I'm never going to be at that level. And so it's good to just hear about, other teammates who have had success in shorter amounts of time as well. So one thing that I agree, Cristiano, I love that he's on a separate computer right there. One thing I love that you said is that you can learn from anyone. And I really think that is so important. One of the most unique things I find about Beachbody is the fact that it is, and I think this is why such a sense of community exists within, the opportunity and just in challenge groups, even people that are not coaching, is because there isn't that competitive sense of, well, if I get the promotion, that means the person under me isn't. Or if they get the promotion, that means there goes my chances. Everyone has the opportunity to grow their business. Everyone has the opportunity to become a 15-star diamond. Everyone has the opportunity to make it into the millionaire circle. These are all things that are available to every single one of us. It doesn't have to be one or the other. So when you stop focusing on where am I in comparison to this person, or why are they having the success and I'm not, and you just say, you know what, this is my journey and I'm going to learn from everyone around me without any preconceived notions of what someone can or cannot do. When you take your ego out of it, your business shoots up. And I will say, I personally have noticed both you and Mackenzie, your businesses have completely changed since you guys started to work together. So I agree, having a success partner is so good because it also gives you a fresh opinion. When even though both of you learned from me, you guys have totally different styles that you're bringing to the table with each other. And sometimes it's good to hear things from a different perspective and different fresh eyes. So I agree. You can learn from anyone. You can absolutely learn from your coaches. Like, what the hell?
I do.
It's amazing. It really is amazing. Like the other day I was on a call with Mackenzie and Christina, and they're telling me stuff that I didn't even like know from the FAQs, like who's dropping the ball, this girl right here, and they're calling me out on it, you know? So you absolutely don't ever underestimate who you have on your team. And that is the point, is that this is a team. Every single one of us is working together. All of us want to see each other succeed. This is not one or the other. We all have each other's best interests at heart. And guys, it's not me that goes to the top. It's all of us that goes to the top. It cannot happen without the success of our coaches and their coaches and their coaches. This is not a one person kind of deal. It's all or none, all or nothing. So I did love that. And before we get to questions, I just want to start us off by saying, did you, of all the trainings, you know, it's like you said, you've been in to so many trainings. Like I'm with you. Jump into as much as you can just for the sake of being able to learn. Did you find that one more than any other really changed your business? And did you find that in a specific training, something really clicked for you that just kind of set a new path and direction for your business?
Okay, so something that I do, I just have to let you guys know, is I YouTube a lot. If I don't know something, I YouTube. I watch videos. Even if it's not in my training, I want to learn. I want to shoot to the top. So I'm constantly, if I'm in the car, ask Chris, it drives him nuts. But I'm always on YouTube or reading forums on how to do this or how to do that. Or I also have a blog. So some of those videos put together, and a lot of Melanie Mitchell, and my favorite to watch is actually Brittany Leggett. I don't know, something about her. I just love her. That combined with, I think it was the Emerald, because I was getting introduced to these people who are just like me and they have all this success. I think it's actually the Emerald group. The part about building your brand and being true to yourself, and I think that's where it kind of like, well, it's not really about the product as much as it's about me. I mean, it is, but I don't know if that makes sense. And then also there was a training.
Oh, wait, I need to stop you there. Did everyone hear that? It's not as much about the product as it is about me. Like, hello, that's it. That's it right there. Just for everyone's sake. It's our stories, guys. It is our personal experiences with these programs that make the difference. That is what makes people want to join us. It is us talking about how our mental state is being effective, how our emotional state is being effective, where we were before we started this to where we are 5 days into it. It's all of that information and people continuing to see it over and over and over again, and then seeing that happen and stay consistent through the course of 4 or 5 months. That is the compound effect. People realize it's not just a fluke. They're not putting it on. It's a real thing. Go ahead, continue.
Yeah, the compound effect is actually, I like the slight edge, but I think I like the compound effect a little better because it was the first one I read. If you haven't read it, read it. If you can't afford it, I'll figure out a way to get it for you, because that one changed my life. Like, it really did. So, I mean, another training group that really helped me, it wasn't the Rank in the Bank. It was the one before the Rank in the Bank. I think it was called Revive. I don't remember, Courtney. I'm drawing a blank.
Say that again. What was the question?
No, it's not a question. The group before Rank in the Bank that got us to that group, training push group thing, it was like Revive or...
Oh, yeah, it was the Revive group.
That fire match underneath. Yes, that group. That one really pushed me. And any group that makes us track. So once I started tracking, there was another group, a revitalized group. And I've actually posted those things on our team page. Courtney has them as well. If you don't have it, or you can ask me and I can send you something. But making yourself physically track those 8 things every single day That's how I got diamond, guys. With that group in that last 8 days. I was pushing for it the whole time, but in those last 8 days doing that, that's how I hit diamond. So tracking, making it, because I was always inviting people, but the one thing that I never really did, I mean, I did it here and there, but is actually not inviting privately, because I'm great at that, not inviting publicly because I do it, but inviting to be a friend on Facebook, random strangers. That one, I never did that ever. So I would see suggested friends. I always go with suggested friends first. Mm-hmm. Those are the most embarrassing ones because I know some of the people. I don't know. But just add 3 of them. If you don't know them, say, hey, I see you're a friend of so-and-so, and I see you have a family. Like if you're a family person, I see you have a family, and I think your kids are so cute. I'm also a new mom. I'm not. I'm just giving an example. Or, I don't know, I see you love to go to Disney World. I'm the biggest fanatic in the world. Please, I hope you don't mind that I added you to be a friend on Facebook. Whatever. Doing that, usually they're like, yeah, sure, no problem. And then you're friends. Then you're in front of them because you're posting so much. And then out of the blue, one day you can invite them after you warm them up. You can say something on their page like, wow, that's, something that gives them value. Don't just do it just for yourself. Really give them value. You create a friendship like that for someone that you may have not known. And this is good for people who have smaller amounts of friends on Facebook. I have a big amount, but a lot of them, I know a lot of you are like me, a lot of them live overseas. So they can't really order until, it's available over there. So it makes it a little bit harder. But doing that, adding strangers or people that have friends in common with you, really helped a lot. I wasn't doing that, and that's how I'm upping eyes on me, and people are actually asking me like, oh, what is this that you're doing that I don't even know them? I just recently added them. That helps. And also another thing that I think is cool is I have a like page. Not everyone needs to have a like page, but choose an avenue of something that that you like of social media and stick to it. And you can get a lot of friends like that too, like strangers. I think that's one of the key things, getting yourself in front of more people. Oh, wait, sorry, I don't look at the messages. Do I always private message the new added friends or stranger? Yes and no. Like, if I know them somehow, some way, like, or, we've seen each other, I usually don't message them if I'm doing, like, a lot at a time. But if I haven't caught up with them in a while and I think they would be someone worth messaging, I will, just to start a conversation, because I'm eventually going to ask them to join or do something. So I want to start forming early. That way it's not like when I actually do invite them, oh, hi, I added you for this. So do you want to talk? You know what I mean? So yes and no. Sometimes, like, I have a Great Dane. So I'm in a lot of Great Dane groups. And I talk to them because I'm generally, I am interested in what they're saying about their dog, because this is the first time I've had many dogs. This is my first Great Dane. So I have them, like, questions. So I do private message them after, a while, and asking those questions. And then I'll add them as a friend. And I don't really have to message because I've already talked to them. But there have been a few people that I was too scared and I just added them and they accepted me, but I didn't message them. I'm going to try to start messaging more. That's something I need to work on. But no, I don't do to everyone.
I also think it just completely depends on, like, how many people of your cold market have you gone through, because, of your warm market have you gone through? Because I will add people every day, but mostly for the sake of them just starting to get their eyes on my page. And I don't focus on inviting those people right away. I keep going through my friends list, the people that I know, people I come into contact with, like in a coffee shop or whatever. If we get to talking, I'll invite that way. And then that's like your backstock, the way I view it. That's your backstock. You're building that cold market now so that when you make it through all your friends on Facebook, you have a reserve of people to start going through.
Oh, I want to mention something. I completely forgot. And this is something I learned. I don't remember what group it was in, but it's something that changed everything for me. It was like the lights were turned on. Okay, you know when you start out and you had those 5 people that you originally invited, and they were like, yeah, I'm going to do it. Yeah, I'm going to do it. Yeah, 100%. They don't do it. They never do. They're just, yeah, like you can do it in all the Adam Sandler movies. I know you guys know it. I'm not embarrassing myself here. Okay, well, forget about those people. Leave it. I mean, you can catch up with them every month, every so often, but don't wait for people. Keep inviting, because if you do that, once they all sign up, then who are you going to talk to? So that's another thing that happened. When I actually could have been Emerald really early on, and Courtney knows it, and I thought it was so embarrassing and such a ego, killer, but I thought I was Emerald. But one of the coaches I added was totally one of those people. Yeah, I support you. I'm going to do this full out. I'm going to have a 6-pack. I'm going to be a hot mama. Yeah, she signed up. She didn't sign up the way I told her to. She never went to Shakeology. But I don't know what happened. Then I would talk. Yeah, I did it. I'm going to fix it today. I promise. Yeah, I want Shakeology. I was an Emerald because of that. So then it just clicked. I'm like, why am I waiting for someone to do something? Like, if someone was doing that to me, I would be turned off. I wouldn't want to join. I would feel like I'm pressured into it and pushed into it. And you don't want that. You want people to be a customer if they want to be, you know what I mean? Or be a coach if they want it for them. I mean, if you see it in them and you know that they can do it, then that's when you could push them. But don't do it. It's ugly. I don't like that. Just do it because I need it. I need to hit time. No, I don't agree with that at all. If you're either in it or you're not. And if you're not, you're usually the ghost. And Becca did an example. I can't do it because I'm not like on a bed, but I wish I could. I'll probably kill myself. Yeah, I'll try it. She's like, that person that you're talking to? This is really cool. I'm excited. The person you're talking to. and they're like, yeah, I'm into it. And then you give them the link, and then you talk to them again, and they're like, are you ready? And all of a sudden, wait. They're gone. They ghosted on you. They disappeared from the face of the earth. That's a ghost, my friends. And those ghosts don't come back often, but they do. So like I said, if you leave them alone, let them be ghostly and play Mario or whatever, hide in, Super Mario, there's ghosts. Let them be them. Let them do. They may have something going on. You don't know what everyone's situation is. Like I go to school full time. I kind of approached Courtney, actually. She approached me, but I was ready to approach her. So if you're getting someone that's ready, they'll be ready. If you focus on those people who, did that thing where I just dropped my phone, you'll never, they'll never do anything because they don't want to. And you'll miss out on the people who do. Because they'll see what you're doing and they'll find someone close and they'll be like, hey, my friend Christina was doing that. Yeah, tell me more about it. And they're going to sign up with that other person. So don't focus. Like I tell Chris this all the time. Those people are gone. Ship has sailed. There's billions of people on this planet left for you to talk to that need your help, that want your help, that this would be a blessing in their life. So talk to them. Why are you afraid? I know in the beginning it's easy to get those first 3-4 people to talk to when they're interested. And like I said, they disappear. They're basically there for your support. They're like, yeah, you just started. That's awesome. That's why they're so into it. And they seem like they're into it, but they're not. So, he's a bad boy. So, yeah, ghosts. I had ghosts like my first day too, Josie. Don't worry. That's normal. That's a good thing. That shows that you're talking to people. So just keep doing it. As long as you talk to at least 3 people a day privately. And I'm telling you privately, because people think 3 posts a day is the same thing as 3 invites a day. No, you have to invite. That's why us as coaches are telling our coaches, and you guys are going to tell your own coaches to do your vitals. That's why I said that Revitalize group changed my life, because I was physically checking. I'm like, I want to just check it just to say I did, but I can't. So until I do it, You really have to do it. And it sucks sometimes, and like it hurts, it's hard. But if look at someone that you had a conversation, this kind of helped me. Look at a conversation that it just went magically, like no problem. I know it's rare, but no problems. Look at how you talk to them. Copy and paste how you invited them. Look at it, read it over, 50 times. See how the conversation progressed. Use that for everyone else, and you'll be okay. If they say no, like what did I say before? Don't take things to the heart. It's not you. It's the program. They're getting married. They're having a kid. They're not ready, or they don't see the potential. They just think, oh, they're just trying to sell me something. Keep posting on your page, and they'll see that you're the real thing. You're in this for life. It's not a gimmick. It's not a scam. And then more times than not, they come back to you. I have people coming back to me. Actually, 2 days ago, a girl came back to me that I invited the first or second day. I remember because this is someone I really wanted to join. And she's like, no, I had forgotten about her because she already ghosted on me like 12 times. So she came back to me. She's like, hey, so what is that thing you're doing again? And in my mind, I'm like, the thing I kind of explained to you 5 times. Yeah, I know what you're talking. But I was really nice about it because obviously I can't get hurt if she didn't want to do it. If I didn't want to join something, I don't want someone to be mad at me. So you always put yourself in their shoes. But anyway, let me get back to the point. She was like, yeah, I'm really interested, but I don't want to be a coach. And I was like, that's fine. And you know what helped me with that? The post, 3 posts a few days before that Courtney coached me into doing about attracting customers, people who want to get healthy, that you don't have to be a coach. She told me that exact post. She pretty much told me what to do. Like a common misconception is you have to be a coach. That whole, you could go to my page and look at it. That girl texted me, I think the day of or the day after I posted that, saying, I don't want to be a coach, and I see that you don't have to be. So, I used something. It was a little bit after, but I'm getting results. And she's like, I want to do it, and my friend wants to too. So we're going to order as soon, I think she's going to order this week on Monday, she said. And I need the customers because, like I said, I do get more coaches, so I don't have PV, which is important too. It's not as important. I know everyone's like, yeah, it's not a bad problem to have, but it's still a problem. You need personal volume. So that's going to help me. And just taking what she said and not me saying, no, you're wrong, I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing, is the reason why it's happening. So don't give up on people. They come back. Like if you fall, keep going, get up. And basically that's what's happening.
Does anyone else have questions? If you do, you can just unmute yourself.
I am shy. I'm really shy.
Handled it like a pro. All right. Well, if no one has questions, no one has to raise your hand if you do, because I'm about to cut us off. Oh, you do, Josie? Go ahead. Unmute.
Okay, so I unmuted myself. So, okay, I feel like I would have got, I just literally started last week or whatever, but I feel like in the beginning you get so many customers and then it dies down, or at least that's what I've been reading. But I feel like it's the opposite. So many people are like, no, I'll do it later. No, I'll do it later. So how did Christina or even Courtney, how did your first month go? Did you have so many people signing up because, it was a new thing? Or was it pretty dead because a lot of people were more hesitant?
Do you want me to go first?
Yeah, girl.
Okay. So in the beginning, I talked to a lot more people because I was like, I need to quit my full-time job. This has to happen now. I was really, yeah. So I talked to a lot of people, and a lot of people were interested, but they weren't really signing up. Because I guess they were like, yeah, let me see your results, and then I'll see how it goes, and I'm like, I'm not going to have results that quickly.
That's what I keep thinking.
But they're going to watch you. So in the beginning, like I said, I had a lot of people, but it wasn't, and let me just start off, I didn't get customers like I told you. So I didn't have as many people as what everyone usually has. I'm a very slow builder. I build strongly, but very slow. So I had people in to me, at least for my group, for everyone else it would probably be a little bit, but for me, I had a lot of people. Then I communicated with them, but none of them were really ready. One of my coaches is Cristiano, which is my boyfriend. So I kind of got lucky there, but in the end, I needed 2 other ones anyway because I was like around. But then it kind of dipped a little, I want to say. And then that's when I started learning about vitals and training and everything. And then everything started going up because I kept posting. People, in the beginning, people didn't come to me though. That I'll say. No one came to me in the beginning. I had to reach out to every single person that I signed up. Now I'm getting people come to me. And also when you hit Success Club 5, you get leads. And I actually have a list here. I was actually working on it. These are all the leads Beachbody has given me already. They haven't purchased, but I think sad news. 2 of them had purchased, but I guess they found a coach and they left me. But of the people that are left, one of them was actually purchased from me, and we've had a lot of conversation. And I just recently started adding them on Facebook, looking for them, and some weird things have happened there. So you have to be careful and make sure it's really them. But you might meet someone new and it works out in the end. But I've added a lot of my leads on Facebook, and their friends are talking and seeing that too. So I think with time, you get yourself in front of more people. So you're going to get more people. I think what they meant is the momentum dies, and it's the you momentum. It's fresh, it's new, everything is so shiny. So you're going to be like, and then it's like, darn, I have to get to work. And then it goes up again. So I think that's probably what they were referring to, not really the people coming to you, because the more you're in front of people, the more people you're going to get. And they're going to actually come to you rather than you going to everyone. I don't know if that helps.
Yeah.
Josie, we'll also talk about this a little more. Sorry, I hadn't responded to that yet. I also think it's super important for everyone. You're brand new. Celebrating every success you have along the way is super important, because you know what? In your first week actually coaching, you sold a challenge pack. That means you get a paycheck on Thursday. And that's something to celebrate, like if you say somehow in a post, and you don't have to be super forward about it, but you can say, I feel so excited that I was just able to make my first paycheck off of helping people, like off of making a difference in someone's life. And I've only been at this for a week and a half. People are like,
what?
Well, been doing what for a week and she's getting paid? Like, and it's not just with that. Like, if you have been doing your program for 5 weeks, talking about how you feel, you've done some stuff like that, but every single success you have along the way that is Beachbody related, and that can be in your health and fitness journey, it can be in your financial journey, it can be in terms of a community and like lifted spirits. For me, that was huge, huge, huge. And just staying consistent with that stuff, because it will make the difference. It will absolutely make the difference. Also, I highly recommend, this has been working for me, if you are sending out invites to people that are more like cold market people, you haven't spoken to them in years, whatever, like people that you don't have conversations going with, say, like, I'm not sure if you've seen my Facebook posts, but blah, 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 blah. After I compliment them and say like, hey, haven't talked to you in a while, I saw that you were up to this. That's so exciting, blah, blah, blah. Compliment. After that, I'll say, I'm not sure if you follow any of my Facebook posts, but I run some awesome accountability groups that are geared towards helping people with their health and fitness goals. If you have any, I'd love to talk more a little with you and see if there's a way to get you plugged into my group, something like that. But I always lead with, I'm not sure if you're following my Facebook posts, because guess what they do? That tells them you're doing something on Facebook. They head over to your page and they're like, oh yeah, I've been seeing your posts, because they don't want to tell you they haven't.
I do that too, and it really works.
So it's a good way to force yourself upon people in like a relaxed way,
That's cool.
Jenny had a question. She said that she has leads and she sends them an introductory email, and there's not a reply, should she add them on as friends in Facebook? So what I do, most of them do not reply to the first one. I send them a second one, 3, 4, maybe even a week, 3 to 4 days to a week later, saying, hey, I don't know if you got my first email. My name's Christina. I'm your coach, blah, blah, blah. A lot of my friends and family have been saying my messages have been going to spam or junk. So if you get this, please let me know. And usually they'll be like, oh, yeah, I got it. I'm so sorry I didn't reply. And then they give me, like, their introduction, like, of their whole life. Well, not all of them, but some of them do. And then I actually put my Facebook in the introductory email for them to add me on Facebook. Some of them do, and I don't realize it until after I go back to my leads. I'm like, oh, that's who that person was who's adding me. Most don't. I'm not going to lie. Most of them don't say anything for a while. But if you're consistent on emailing them, or like I said, I just look for them on Facebook and I kind of give them an intro again and be like, hi, I tried emailing you, but my email is crazy. I'm not great with email. My name is Christina. I'm pretty sure this is who you are. If you are, cool. If you're not, great. Let's, I'm goofy, so I just go with it. And I add them if I don't see a response, or even if I do, I still add them. If I can't figure out who it is, because there's 50 John Smiths in a 2-mile radius, I'm like, I don't know. I just let it go, and I'll just keep emailing. Just the number one thing to do, I think, is have an email sent to them, I guess, monthly. Just say, just checking up with you. I just want to let you know this month we have this going on special, and I think it'd be really great. Just keep them in the loop so they know you're there. And if they ever want your help, they'll come to you. But they do ignore you a lot. Don't feel bad. But I will say, if you strive for SC10, this is me being honest. I've never hit SC10, guys. I've never hit it. There's emeralds that hit it. I've never hit it. And this kind of goes with me not having customers. I hit SC5 consistently, but SC10, I've never hit it. So this month, that's my non-negotiable, and I'm going to do it from then on, because you get commissions on people who order. You don't get the Success Club points, but you get the commission. And I'm thinking, in my mind, if they're going to be spending money, they're more willing to respond to you. It's probably still kind of quiet. I don't know, because I'm just guessing. But I'm thinking, if you're spending money, you're probably a little bit more willing to talk.
I've had one Success Club lead join a challenge group.
That's progress. I had a success.
But the thing is, it's what you said, like, you can't force anyone. And at least that person, like, they decided to purchase on their own. Leads, like, when you are awarded leads, those are people you're not getting commissions off of right away. However, if they purchase down the road, you do get the commission. So all you can do is put yourself out there to communicate with them, let them know the opportunity is available, and it's their choice whether they take it or not.
And like I said, I invite them on Facebook, and I told Courtney this the other day. I invited someone and I thought it was my lead, and it wasn't. That person turned out, she's like, I'm interested. She does Herbalife, but she's like, no, I want to be in a challenge group for accountability. What do I have to do? And I was like, what? This is a stranger. This is not the right person. Oh my goodness, I'm so embarrassed. But it turned out good in the end. So putting yourself out there. Remember, success is on the other side of your comfort zone. So once you leave it, I know it's hard. Trust me, I'm doing it right now. So you'll be fine. I mean, I'm not bleeding or anything. I'm okay. So look at little Joshua. He's so cute. So if you just go for it, even if you don't know what the heck you're doing, done is better than perfect. Say that 3,500 million times. Done is better than perfect. And 1 foot by 2. I think mine's a centimeter. Just kidding. Yeah, just get it done and do it, and you'll be fine.
That's right. Done is better than perfect. It's all trial and error, guys.
Yeah, look at my first few posts. Courtney even said it.
Right. Get off the call. Go look 3.5 months back into her timeline.
June 12th is the day I started, for reference. So you can look June 12th on. But maybe look a week after, like when I get the challenge pack. Because I didn't have a challenge pack before I joined. I started just right away.
Awesome. All right. Well, guys, First of all, thank you, Christina, so much for speaking tonight. Like, I know that was really helpful stuff for me to hear, and I'm sure it was highly appreciated by everyone else on the call. So this call was recorded. I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording now.